Welcome to week 3, session 6 of our cybersecurity class. Now, and for the sake of this class, we are going to be treating two tools in particular, one being Wireshark and the other one being Nmap. Why are we treating these two tools? We are treating the two of them simply because the previous topic dealt with is network, or we can say networking. And the main essence of this class is to treat network security. So two tools that are very important when it comes to network security, we have Nmap and we have Wireshark. Now, I'm going to be using, I'll be showing you the Wireshark that is like already pre-installed on your Kali Linux, which is, I can make this screen big if I want to. Okay, full screen. Yeah, I have this. So I can show you the Wireshark that is installed here. And at the same time, I will show you the Wireshark that is installed. This is it. That's the Wireshark installed, pre-installed on your Kali Linux. Now on my Windows machine, there is still one installed. That is, you can install any one from the internet. Now, what is Wireshark used for? Wireshark is basically used for analyzing packets, packets that packets that come through or leave the computer. Don't let me use the computer per se. Let me just use the word the system or a device. Now, I'm not going to be using this one to explain. I will use the one installed on my Windows computer to explain. So for that reason, take this down. Okay. Now I'm going to load up the Wireshark on my system. Meanwhile, while this is loading up, I would use the opportunity to explain Nmap scanner. So I can close this because I'm not going to be using it. I just want to inform you or let you know that Wireshark comes pre-installed on your Kali Linux, and at the same time you can install it on your Windows computer. Now you may be asking, like, why do I want to use the one on a Windows computer? Based on experience, since this is a virtual machine, the one installed on the Windows computer is actually tend to be faster. That's what I'm saying. Based on experience, you could have a different experience. Okay, so we have this like our Kali Linux, like the interface. I'm going to explain Nmap while the other one is loading. So Nmap is like a recon tool. When I mean recon, I mean reconnaissance. Like you want to gather information. It's basically an information gathering tool. Yeah, what's it used for? Basically, it's used to scan IP addresses and lots more. Now, like you have on there's a GUI version for it. The GUI version is called Zenmap, and here we have a command line version for it, which you can always open when you open this, which I already opened before. You have something like this, Kali. Now, as it stands now, it's looking like the screen is blank. There's nothing written on the screen. Now, for that reason, I want to load up my Nmap. We are going to treat commands sometime later, but for now, just there are some few or basic commands that you need to know, or I'll tell you the commands you need to know to start up your Nmap. So first, let me change the user to being a super user, asking me for the password. Kali, then good. That already made me an admin sort of, or a super user, any way you want to call it. So who am I? As a command to know who's currently logged in. That's see, it's telling you root. Now at this stage, I can decide to load my Nmap, and alternatively, I can come here to load my Nmap. That's here. just type Nmap. Then you load this, then you are good. It's going to load it on the command line also. Okay, so this is what it does here. You can decide to split your screen if you want to. So here is to split screen vertically. So you have one result here. You can also do another. You can also do something here. Say you want to like open Nmap here again, depending on what you want to do. So the moment that is done, I'm just trying to tell you, okay, this is it on the Kali Linux. Now coming down here, okay, remind me later. Now we are going to talk about this Wireshark. Like we said, is used to analyze packets. Now, if you notice, it's actually capturing packet. This is just like the interface you are going to see at the very beginning. So currently, as it stands now, it is capturing packets. Now, your computer might be different from mine. Now, your computer might be receiving network via any other means. It could be Ethernet cable, it could be whatever cable, it could be anything. Basically, my own computer is receiving internet via this. That's my Wi-Fi. And coming here to look at it, it is just the Wi-Fi that is there. Don't know if you understand what I'm saying. So it's just the Wi-Fi. It's not as if it's just the Wi-Fi that is there. There are other places where it's receiving like packets and it can analyze them. But then I'm just trying to tell you that my own computer currently is receiving packets or receiving network via this means. So now I'm going to click on this so that we can take a look at the different packets that it is was receiving. And how to I'll tell you the meaning of everything you are seeing on the screen. Um, while it loads up, okay, it has already loaded. Now we can see the different packets that have exchanged. Now we have file, we have edit, we have view. All these are things you can actually go through yourself to know the meaning or play around them. This one is for to stop capturing packet, because currently as it stands now, it's like a listener, it's capturing packets. Anything that goes in and out, it's actually capturing it. Now, this is the number, just like a sequence. Then this is the time it captured a particular packet. This is the source. Let's say I sent something. Let's say I want to go to a particular website. Let me use www.youtube.com. .youtube.com. Now you can see, sorry, I shouldn't be using this 1 minute. Okay, for the sake of this. So I can come here again and say youtube.com. Now it is going to the idea behind this is that this Wireshark is actually going to capture the packets. I don't know if I'm making sense. It's actually meant to capture the packets. Now, before we go into that particularly, you can see it has captured so many and it will keep capturing. It has captured over 5,000. It's still capturing. Now, when we have something like that, we have the source, that's the computer it is going from, and at the same time, we have the destination. That's if I am the one sending, like www.youtube.com, it is actually sending from my computer to the destination. That's YouTube server. Now this is the protocol it's using. Basically, or commonly, you would always see TCP, then you can always see UDP, talking about the length of the packet, then the information in the packet. Now let's filter. Let's like filter means look at we have over 5,000 packets being analyzed, but then we don't we have over 5,000. It's not all the 5,000 that we need. Take for example, you are working on a particular package. You need to look for a package. So let's just search for TCP. So basically, it's going to filter out. This one is filtering out the TCP protocols involved. Now, let's see if we can get YouTube. Okay. Oh, we are having anything. We are not having anything. It's not bringing out anything. It's not bringing out any result. Um, let's pick a particular packet since we've already one of the filters currently is TCP. Let's pick any packet that we like and let's try to analyze it. Okay, let me just pick a random one and I'll pick this. You will discover that it has information provided here. All these are actually gibberish. It's looking like rubbish. Why? Because um it's encrypted. Yeah, that's because it's encrypted. Now there is a particular site we can visit. Normally, when you have HTTPS, if you notice when I go to that YouTube page, you would see something like it's actually meant to be HTTPS. As if I copy this thing, Control C, now see the full URL. You see it's HTTPS. So it's secured, meaning it's actually encrypted. But now it's possible to have a website that is using HTTP, although not it's possible, but random. I say random, not commonly used. So this is you can get more information here. This is framework 43, number 43. Get more information on it. It's telling you the IP version is using IPv4, the source and the destination. Now it's telling you it's using TCP port 443. Definitely is meant to be 443. Why? Because that's the one for HTTPS. Then and so on and so forth. So when you are kind of analyzing a packet that you want to get info from it, probably you visited an HTTP website whereby the data is not encrypted, you can easily go here. You can easily go here. Then while you check the content of this, you're going to see it written here. So that's just like a basic explanation for Wireshark. I'm sure by now you know what it is used for basically. Like I said, emphasis on the word basically. Like I explained earlier on, the source and the destination, very crucial, you know it. Now, moving straight down to this thing, Nmap. We could actually decide to use this is the Nmap GUI, but instead, for the sake of this class, I'm going to be using the one that is presented here. Sorry, that's kind of my password. Now, when you have this, let me clear the screen. I'm going to clear what you have here also. Now, when you have this, basically this is your Nmap. Now, what is Nmap used for? Like I said, Nmap is like is a recon tool used to gather information about a particular website or server or wherever it is. Now, there's also one tool that is very important that you know, but before that, let's check for Nmap help. Let's see. It's meant to bring. Sorry. Um, Nmap. Now, it's meant to tell you how to use it. This is very, very crucial for you to know how to use it. Now, looking at these examples here, Nmap minus v minus a, then this is the website. You can actually scan this website to know. Now, one thing that's very important is that Nmap is a, I said is used to like a recon tool to gather information about a particular IP address or particular um server. Now, you can see when I write something like nmap minus hyphen v, then hyphen a. Has already told you what it's used for. The hyphen A is to enable the OS detection, that's operating system, also the version number, this for script scan, also for trace route. It's going to basically do a whole lot of things. Now, V is to just print the version number. Yeah. So whenever you see there are some common commands you always come by. That's like hyphen V is for alias, I mean big V is for verbosity, and there are a good number of them that they are actually applicable in different command line tools. Now, there's one very important tool we are going to talk about because we are in the this class is not actually meant to talk about it's not meant to talk about everything in details. Now, there's one very important tool that we need to talk about, which is NS lookup. You can use it to get the IP address of a particular website. You can also use it to get the URL. Now let's use ns lookup. Let's check this scan me dot nmap dot org nmap.org. So we press enter for it. Now let's see what it has. You can see it has brought out the IP address for us. It has brought out the IP address, the server, the address, then we have details about it. Now, if we want to scan, like there are some companies that will give you, they have range of IPs, they don't just use one. If you want to do something like that, then simply you are going to put like a slash, like we'll be treating. If you want to know much more about it, we can be treating it in details probably later or in some other classes. But for now, if you want to say you want to scan, let's just scan the IP address for this scan me. So we can press nmap. I'm not going to use any of this thing. I'll just like scan it like that. Um, like I said, I'm not using anything. We're just scanning it that way. Just nmap. So you are going to see it has already given us the result immediately, telling us the only port that is open is this port 53. So if we need more details about it, that's when we are going to add other things to it. Now, like I said, we want to scan like range of IP. Let's go back to what we wrote before. We can just put like a slash there. 192.168.0 slash 16. So it's basically scanning from that 0 to 16. So now let's await the result. So while that is done, you can come here to do, probably you also carry out some other things. Nmap. Let's come again what we did before. 192.168.105.2. We run it. This is going to bring out the result just like what we did before. You can see this one is taking time. Why? It's scanning a whole lot of things. So if you want to just cut it short, you can press Ctrl C. Then, sorry, it's on this interface. Let's come back to this interface. We click on it, then we'll press Ctrl C. You can see it has already stopped. So let's close this. We'll close this. Now we can. That's like the end of the